As we get older, strength isn't just about lifting things or walking faster, it's about independence. Every step, every motion, every climb up the stairs depends on the muscles and blood flow in your legs. Yet, after 60, millions of people find their legs growing heavier, weaker, or stiffer. They try stretching, supplements, pain creams, even expensive therapy sessions, but still feel like their legs just won't cooperate. What if I told you that the missing link could be one simple food? Something so basic and available that you could eat it tonight and start feeling stronger by morning? I'm Dr. Nancy Weller, and today I want to share a story that still amazes me every time I tell it. The story of how one overlooked food can begin restoring leg strength in as little as 12 hours, all backed by science. It started with a patient of mine named Samuel, age 71. He was a retired teacher, a kind and thoughtful man who loved gardening. But lately, his legs had become his biggest frustration. They cramped at night, his balance was off, and his walks had gone from brisk to barely a shuffle. He'd been told it was just aging, but deep down, he refused to accept that answer. When he came to me, I ran his tests: normal cholesterol, decent blood sugar, mild inflammation. Then I asked about his diet, and something caught my attention. He'd been eating what most people call a healthy diet: low fat, low salt, high in grains and fruits, but completely missing one critical nutrient. That nutrient was high-quality potassium from real food sources, not pills, not shakes, but something nature provides in perfect balance: a simple baked potato. Now, before you roll your eyes, let me explain. We've been told for decades to avoid potatoes: too many carbs, too much starch. But research is finally catching up with what our grandparents knew instinctively. A well-prepared potato is not a junk food. It's one of nature's most complete nutrient packages, and it's particularly powerful for older adults. What makes it so remarkable for seniors isn't just the potassium. It's the balance of electrolytes, resistant starch, vitamin C, and amino acids that directly impact muscle performance, nerve function, and blood circulation, especially in the legs. When you eat a properly cooked potato in the evening, ideally baked or boiled with the skin on, it delivers a slow, steady release of potassium, magnesium, and carbohydrates that replenish the energy stored inside your muscles, known as glycogen. Glycogen is like your body's internal battery. When levels drop, your legs feel heavy, tired, and sluggish. But when you restore it, something amazing happens. Your muscles rehydrate, your nerves fire more efficiently, and your cells start pulling in nutrients again. Within hours, blood flow improves, swelling begins to fade, and the muscle fibers in your legs can contract more strongly and smoothly. This is why so many seniors who try this one small change notice a difference literally overnight. Science backs this up. Studies show that potassium helps relax the walls of blood vessels, improving circulation and oxygen delivery to muscles. It also balances sodium, which means it naturally reduces fluid retention and swelling, especially in the legs and ankles. At the same time, magnesium inside the potato calms overactive nerves, preventing those painful cramps that often strike at night. Together, these minerals reset your body's internal electrolyte rhythm. That's why some patients tell me they wake up the next morning feeling lighter, their legs less stiff, their energy steadier. Not because it's magic, but because they've corrected an imbalance their body had been struggling with for years. I remember Samuel's face the day after he tried it. He came back and said, "Dr. Weller, I don't know what happened, but I slept through the night for the first time in months. My legs didn't cramp once." That was after just one evening of having a baked potato with his dinner. Over the next week, he continued. One medium potato each evening, skin on, lightly salted with sea salt and a drizzle of olive oil. Within days, the heaviness in his legs started to fade. His morning walks grew longer, and his balance returned. What changed wasn't just his energy. His body's chemistry had been restored, his potassium levels normalized, his sodium to magnesium ratio improved, and the inflammation markers in his blood dropped. He hadn't started a new workout or medication. He'd simply given his muscles what they'd been missing: real nourishment. Let's talk about why the potato works so quickly. Every cell in your body communicates through electrical signals. Those signals depend on minerals: potassium, sodium, magnesium, and calcium. When these minerals are out of balance, the messages between your brain and muscles get disrupted. That's when you feel cramps, twitches, or weakness. Seniors are especially prone to this imbalance because kidneys become less efficient with age, and medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills often flush potassium out of the body. Even mild potassium deficiency can cause your muscles to lose tone, your reflexes to slow, and your legs to ache or swell. By replenishing that potassium, especially in the evening when your body repairs itself, you restore the electrical balance that allows your muscles to relax, rebuild, and recharge. The reason it works overnight is simple biology. During sleep, your body enters repair mode. Blood flow shifts toward your muscles and organs, and nutrients are used to restore damaged cells. If you eat something that supports that process, like a potassium and magnesium-rich food, the results are amplified. You wake up stronger, not because you built muscle in 12 hours, but because you removed the barrier that was blocking your strength. Your muscles finally get oxygen again. Your nerves fire correctly again. Your body wakes up balanced. Potatoes also contain a type of fiber called resistant starch, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Those bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that lower inflammation throughout the body, including in the joints and muscles. This gut-muscle connection is a breakthrough area of research showing that healthy digestion directly affects muscle strength and recovery. When your gut flora thrives, your immune system calms down, and your tissues heal faster. That's another reason seniors who eat whole, simple foods like potatoes often feel relief so quickly. It's not just in the muscles, it's systemic. But here's the key: not all potatoes are created equal. The ones that work best are plain whole potatoes, russet, red or yellow, baked or boiled, not fried or processed. French fries or chips won't help you. In fact, they'll make things worse by adding inflammation-triggering oils and salt imbalances. The skin is where most of the minerals are, so eat it too. If you're diabetic or watching carbs, pairing your potato with protein, like fish, chicken, or eggs, and some greens helps slow sugar absorption and keeps your blood sugar steady. This combination turns your meal into a powerful, balanced recovery tool. Some people ask, can I just take potassium supplements instead? In theory, yes, but in practice, no. The body absorbs minerals best when they come wrapped in natural food molecules. Supplements can also be risky in high doses, especially if you're on certain medications. A food source like potatoes provides the minerals your body recognizes in the right ratios and without overload. It's gentle, safe, and effective. That's why it works so fast without side effects. I've seen this same transformation with dozens of my patients. Evelyn, age 68, had been struggling with restless legs for years. She couldn't sleep through the night, and her calves cramped every evening. After adding a small boiled potato with dinner, within 3 nights, she reported sleeping peacefully. Her husband joked that he could finally stop massaging her legs at midnight. When we checked her labs, her potassium levels had risen slightly. Still within normal range, but enough to rebalance her muscle function. What had been a nightly torment turned into deep, restful sleep. For others, the benefit is in circulation. The combination of potassium and vitamin C in potatoes helps keep blood vessels flexible, and reduces the stiffness that limits oxygen delivery. Seniors often experience cold feet or ankles that stay swollen for hours after sitting. That's a sign of sluggish circulation. But when you support vascular function naturally, the swelling fades and warmth returns. I had one patient, Maria, who'd been taking diuretics for high blood pressure. Her legs were constantly puffy and sore. I suggested she speak to her doctor about her medication and, in the meantime, add one medium baked potato at night. A week later, she called me almost in disbelief. Her ankles weren't swollen for the first time in months, and she could finally wear her shoes comfortably again. Now, let's be clear. No food builds muscle overnight. That's not how biology works. But when you supply your body with exactly what it's missing, the change feels that fast. It's not the food creating new muscle in 12 hours. It's your body finally functioning as it should. Your circulation improves, nerves calm down, inflammation drops, and your muscles regain control. That's what people feel when they say they've regained strength overnight. It's balance being restored. What I love about this approach is its simplicity. You don't need exotic powders or expensive supplements. You don't need to starve yourself or follow a complicated plan. You just need to understand how your body communicates and how the food you eat can either help or hinder that process. When your legs feel weak or swollen, it's not your body failing you, it's your body signaling a need. By feeding it correctly, you give it the tools to heal itself. Another interesting piece of science comes from studies on circadian nutrition, the idea that when you eat is just as important as what you eat. Researchers have found that consuming potassium and magnesium in the evening helps regulate blood pressure and improve sleep quality. That's because these minerals relax blood vessel walls and support melatonin production. Better sleep means more growth hormone release, and growth hormone is what helps your muscles repair overnight. That's part of why eating this food in the evening, not the morning, creates such a noticeable difference by the next day. For seniors, every day of mobility matters. The ability to walk confidently, to stand up without pain, to stay active and independent, these are priceless. Yet, so many lose that independence because of simple imbalances that could easily be corrected. Your body doesn't need complicated solutions, it needs support. The humble potato, or any potassium-rich whole food, provides exactly that. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't found in a bottle, but in your kitchen. In my clinic, I often say this: aging doesn't weaken you, neglect does. When you restore the nutrients your body quietly loses over time, you restore your vitality too. Potassium-rich foods like potatoes, sweet potatoes, spinach, or avocado help your muscles fire correctly. They restore your energy at the cellular level. And when combined with proper hydration and rest, the effect can be astonishingly fast. Patients often tell me they wake up after one night feeling different, lighter, more stable. That's not imagination, that's chemistry. So if you're over 60 and your legs feel tired or your balance isn't what it used to be, try this tonight. Have one medium baked or boiled potato with your evening meal. Don't drown it in butter or sour cream. Just a pinch of sea salt and a little olive oil. Drink a glass of water before bed and give your body the rest it deserves. Tomorrow morning, notice how your legs feel when you stand up. That subtle sense of stability, that ease when you take your first steps, that's your body thanking you. The best part is, this isn't a one-time trick. The longer you nourish your body this way, the stronger it gets. Your circulation improves, swelling reduces, and even your mood lifts, because your muscles and nerves are finally working together again. Over time, that means fewer falls, fewer cramps, and more freedom to do what you love. So yes, it sounds dramatic, regain leg strength in 12 hours. But it's real when you understand the science behind it. When your muscles get what they've been missing for years, they respond almost immediately. It's not about the potato itself being magic. It's about giving your body the balance it's been craving. You don't need to fear aging. You just need to feed your body wisely. One small, simple food, eaten at the right time, can make all the difference between struggling to stand and walking tall again. Try it tonight and see for yourself what your body can do when you finally give it what it's been waiting for.